All right.
It's Varsity Weekly Live, your coverage of all things pop culture, local Arizona news, and national news.
Welcome to Varsity Weekly Live, a brand new show, another new show presented by the Varsity Sports Show Team. My name is Vince Delicio, and joined by our co-hosts tonight, Jalen Higgins and Hannah Flanagan. We are going to get into some different stuff, and I'm going to let our amazing co-host talk a little bit about some of the things that we're going to do. So, Jalen, Hannah, how are you guys doing?
Great.
I'm doing good.
So we wanted to get into something that was not just sports. And Hannah, how would you define what we're going to be talking about in this week in and week out with this show?
Yeah, I feel like this is more pop culture based, which is fun. I like reporting on new things and like hearing about all this stuff. So I think it's more pop culture buzz, like news buzz and stuff.
Yeah. Jalen, what about you? Anything, any favorites of things that are kind of trending now, things going on out there?
Probably the Grammys right now. I've been hearing a lot of buzz about it and just kind of want to know like what's the inside scoop about it, about the nominees this year.
Great. We love audience interaction too. So by all means, put your questions out there, and we'll see if our amazing technical director Mario Medina can post those questions for us on the screen. But we're going to kick things off here, and Jalen and I are going to turn this over to Hannah. Take it away.
Yeah, we're inviting Brianna Carrillo in, and she's going to be talking about the F1 shakedown. So, hi, Brianna. How are you?
Good. How are you?
So, what can you tell me about this?
So, basically, it's like the preseason to preseason testing for Formula One.
Okay.
It's basically where each of the teams have like their first real on-track introduction for all of their new cars, and it's all private because they're running for 3 days. The main goal for this isn't to just get the best performance or lap times. It's to basically just to check on the car's systems, their reliability, and how these cars are going to behave.
Okay.
Because of the new regulation changes that are coming in 2026. So they're checking their electronics, their cooling systems, and to make sure it all works properly. And that's actually why it's being held behind closed doors, because it removes the pressure from getting fast lap times, because a lot of fans want to see whether their teams are going to do well.
Mm-hmm.
And if there are faster lap times, it can basically deter the team away from performing well, maybe.
Yeah, so it kind of predicts how the season goes.
A little bit, because each race is different. So depending on the car, it's too early to tell, basically.
Okay, well, that's awesome. Thanks for joining us and letting us know about this.
Thank you.
Cool concept.
We're now joined by Kyle Weselick. He's here to talk about the 15th annual Scottsdale Waterfront Fine Art and Wine Festival. And Kyle, just talk to me about what people should expect from this festival.
Yeah, so like you just said, the 15th annual Scottsdale Waterfront Fine Art and Wine Festival is coming to Scottsdale this weekend. It'll be there January 30th, 31st, and February 1st, located in Old Town Scottsdale, right on the waterfront on Camelback Road. Admission's going to be about $5 for this event, which you can pay cash at the gates, or you can pay online at thunderbirdartists.com before. They also do have a wine tasting ticket. This will get you 8 tastings for about $30 a ticket. This will get you wine, spirits, and other drinks as well. There's going to be about 125 artists there. Going to be a bunch of different art, from jewelry, photography, paintings, sculptures, like I said, wine tastings, flavored spirits, and microbrews. yeah, it's just going to be a fun event to go and then have an enjoyable weekend. Weather's going to be nice there in Scottsdale this weekend. Going to be about 70 throughout. 0% chance of rain at the moment, so should be a beautiful weekend.
Real quick, if a person is going there for the first time, what should they not miss?
So I mean, with all the different artists there, it's going to be hard to miss anything. But I think the best bang for your buck is going to be that $30 ticket for the 8 tastings. There's going to be a lot of different vendors there, different companies. So to get your money's worth, I think that would be the best bet there for you.
Well, Kyle, I really appreciate you shedding some light on the 15th annual Scottsdale Waterfront Fine Art and Wine Festival. Can't wait to talk to you soon.
All right, appreciate you.
Of course.
Next up, we have a pre-recorded segment on Star Wars from our very own Nicholas Hill.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nicholas Hill. I'm with the Varsity Sports Show. Today, for my pop culture segment, we're going to be talking Star Wars, specifically on the new upcoming Darth Maul show, Shadow Lord.
Kenobi. Kenobi!
It has been a long time since we've gotten some truly solid Star Wars content, dating all the way back to May of 2025 with the release of Tales of the Underworld, which also was an animated series. Since then, fans have been waiting patiently for the next big project, and now the wait is finally coming to an end. Shadow Lord is currently set to release on April 6, with 2 episodes dropping on premiere day. The series will take place after Revenge of the Sith and will explore a darker period in the galaxy, featuring several Inquisitors as well as Jedi who survived Order 66. This era of Star Wars is especially interesting because it shows the immediate aftermath of the Republic's fall and rise of the Empire. Personally, I am extremely excited for this series, and I think every Star Wars fan should be too. Animated shows have been consistently Star Wars' bread and butter, producing some of the franchise's best projects, including the Clone Wars and Tales of the Jedi. For that reason alone, there's plenty to be excited about heading into Shadow Lord. This has been Nicholas Hill, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
And welcome back to Varsity Weekly Live. You guys are watching this and you're thinking, what in the heck? Star Wars on a sports show? Yes, and many more things. So a lot of good stuff. You know, when Jalen, I got to say, I got to laugh when you asked Kyle about the wine festival, and you asked him what would be the go-to, what should somebody look for, and I'm thinking in my head, the wine, but there's a lot of
everyone's mind.
There's a lot of cool things at a wine festival. So anyway, good stuff, and I love the Formula One segment, and we've got a lot of other things coming up. So with that, let's turn it back over to you guys.
Yeah. That was pretty cool segment from Nick.
Yeah, definitely. I've never been to a wine festival. I might have to check it out this weekend, you know?
Yeah.
I think it'll be pretty cool.
And just hearing different types of things, like besides sports, is pretty cool.
Yeah, most definitely. It's always good to bring in some pop culture. You know, we're so focused on sports sometimes that you just need a little bit of a break from it, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. We're reporters out here. We report on everything.
Yeah, we need to diversify, you know, our repertoire a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Joining me now is Nick Rashke. He's here to talk about the Rolex 24 at Daytona. And Nick, let's just get right into it. Just talk to me about what the Rolex was.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jalen. The racing world has officially woken up for 2026, and we already have F1 testing going on. But this past weekend, we just saw the 64th running of the Rolex 24 at Daytona. We saw a field of 60 cars across 4 classes take the green flag in front of what was the largest audience in event history. However, it wasn't just the fans who showed up, as the Florida weather also had some factors. Saturday afternoon at 1:40, the roar of 60 engines, my apologies. The top-class GTP hypercars led the way ahead of two LMP2 prototypes and a mix of Grand Touring cars in both GTD and GTD Pro. For the first few hours, it was a high-speed chess match between manufacturers like Porsche, Cadillac, BMW, and Acura. Roger Penske's Porsche team was looking for a three-peat after winning both 2024 and 2025. However, once the sunset and the fireworks went off, it turned into a ghost town as, around 1 a.m. local, there was a massive fog bank that rolled around, and there was a 6.5-hour caution period. It was actually the longest safety car in the history of motorsports, overtaking the 4.5-hour safety car in 2024. When the visibility cleared, it was Porsche who took the win, their third in a row, and it was also Brazilian Felipe Nasser's third in a row as a driver, only the third to ever do so.
Thank you, Nick, for that quick summary. I really appreciate it. That was very insightful.
Thank you.
Can't wait to talk to you soon.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have Amaya Lucero joining us to talk about the Plaza Hotels all-inclusive deal that they're bringing back since 2024. So tell me about this.
Yeah, so Plaza Hotel is bringing back an all-inclusive package. It waives all resort fees. It includes bottomless drinks. It includes early check-in and 25% off at the rooftop bar. So it also includes breakfast and dinner. So Las Vegas locals, this is a great way for you to get out. This is also a great jump in tourism numbers. Hopefully, I think that's what they are doing this for. We had a 11.3% drop last year in Las Vegas tourism, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's almost 3.1 million people, which 3.1 million people spending money at hotels, gambling, drinking, that's a lot. So bringing this back, I think, will be a great way to allow Las Vegas to make more money this summer. So it works for any bookings between June 1st and August 31st.
Okay, awesome. It's so much fun.
Of
And
course, yes.
what perks come along with that too?
So the bottomless drinks only work at a few bars in the casino.
Okay.
But it also, you get the 25% off at the rooftop. So if that's what you're spending most of your summer at the pool, that'll be a great little discount for you.
Yeah,
Along with the resort fees, we know that those are a big fee on top of the nightly pay. So it is only $104 per person per night for this package.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for joining us and telling us about that. Hopefully people can get out to Vegas and get some all-inclusive deals.
Absolutely. Have a great evening.
You as well.
Next up is Jade. She has a pre-recorded segment. She's talking about the Grammys that are happening on Sunday. Check it out.
It's the start of 2026, which means it's officially award show season. It's a time to celebrate all of the great art, music, and film put out in 2025. Trevor Noah will be hosting the 67th Grammy Award Show on February 1st, where musical artists get showcased.
Awards like Best New Artist, Song of the Year, and Album of the Year all get delegated at this event. One of the most talked about categories so far is Best New Artist. These nominees include Addison Rae, Alex Warren, Leon Thomas, and others. Many are outraged that two TikTokers are at the forefront of such a respected event.
A lot of controversies have surrounded this specific event. Artists getting snubbed time and time again, revoked wins, racial bias allegations, and onstage interruptions. Macklemore winning over Kendrick Lamar in 2014, Milli Vanilli's Best New Artist revoked in the 90s, and countless artists getting snubbed of an award the community entirely believed they should have won.
All you can do as a viewer is hope your favorite artist wins in their respective category. The Grammy Awards are voted on by members of the Recording Academy, so there's nothing you can do as a fan but support and enjoy the show and performances when February 1st closely rolls around.
It's time to put your headphones on and tune into the Grammys. For Varsity Sports Show, I'm Jade Frey.
Awesome. Welcome back. You know, a lot of great things coming up. My gosh, I mean, we just wrapped up the Barrett-Jackson Auto Auction. We've got the Waste Management Open coming next week. We got the Super Bowl already next week. And we have the Grammys this coming Sunday night. It feels like there was an award show just this last week alone. Was it the Emmys, I think? Mike, I mean, Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe so.
Yeah. Anyway, this next story, Hannah, that you're going to share with our next guest caught my interest last week. You talk about somebody that's scaling heights. I mean, this thing was big, and it didn't necessarily get a lot of attention out there. But if you want to talk a little bit more about it and introduce our guest in the process, I think it's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, there was definitely some history made here. It's incredible, and I think that this should be a huge story. Like, this should be talked about way more. But
can't wait to hear more about it.
Yeah, Andreas Zalzar is joining us to talk about Alex Honnold, a rock climber who accomplished a huge thing in Taiwan. So tell me about that.
Hi, Hannah. Yes, so American professional rock climber Alex Honnold just became the first man and person in history to climb this Taipei 101 skyscraper in Taiwan, which is a huge feat of strength because you have to have insane strength to be able to do something that he does, both whether it's grip strength, arm strength, anything, and you have to be very calculated with your movement here. And, you know, this instantly grabs your attention, not just because of the height, but because of what it represents. Taipei 101 is one of the tallest buildings in the world.
Yeah.
And it's a modern landmark made of, just steel, glass, and concrete. So it's not a mountain, it's not a cliff, but it's like a symbol of human engineering. And yet, Alex Honnold was able to approach it the same with calm precision he brings to natural rock faces. And what really stands out to is his mindset, because there's no rush, no flash, and no unnecessary movement. So every step is calculated, as I had mentioned, and every grip is intentional. So that level of control only comes from years of preparation and discipline. So that, like I mentioned, that height and margin forever is almost non-existent. So trust in your training becomes everything at that point.
100%. And that definitely takes a toll, like, mentally too.
Yes, big time.
You don't want to be looking down when
No, yes, that's the last thing you want to do, honestly.
Yeah.
And yeah,
thanks
so
for joining us. Yeah.
No, yes, no problem. Thank you very much for having me on here.
Yeah, this is an awesome story.
All right, and we are back. Great topics tonight. My favorite, I've got to say, was the first one, Brianna Carrillo, talking a little bit about Formula One racing, and it always intrigues me because it's such a well-respected sport, international, the best of the best in driving, and there was a great movie that Brad Pitt starred in just this last year. So, how about you guys, Jalen?
The Formula One was really good. Also the Grammys. I'm a big music fan, big R&B fan. So that was really great to hear.
Hannah?
Yeah, I think Amaya's was pretty cool because this is the first time since 2024 they're bringing these all-inclusive deals back. And, nowadays Vegas is getting so expensive. So this will be cool for tourists and stuff for the summer especially.
Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in to Varsity Weekly Live. And if you have any suggestions on future topics that are trending on social media, any concerts coming up that you want us to give a little more information about, or events going on in the community, this is a great way to do it. Let us know. We'll talk about it. We'll investigate it and report it here. We hope to do this every Thursday night. And on behalf of our amazing field correspondent team and our co-hosts tonight from Arizona State University, Jalen Higgins and Hannah Flanagan, my name is Vince Delicio. Thanks again for tuning in, and great job tonight by our technical director, Mario Medina. Have a great night, everyone.
Well, have a great night.
Deuces.
It's Varsity Weekly Live, your coverage of all things pop culture, local Arizona news, and national news.